Good morning, y'all. It's your girl Chezz, and this morning I want to talk about eczema in adults. I don't know if many of you are aware, but as for me, I was very shocked when I found out that at my age I can still get eczema. So, it all started when I was pregnant with my last son, Zaven. And as you all know, I was pregnant when I was 43 years old. And, pregnancy come with the cravings and the chocolate and the milk and the this and the that and the cheese and I had it all, lots of it. Anyway, after I gave birth to my baby, I realized that my skin started itching, like itching, and it got way out of control. When I say got way out of control, it reached a stage where it mostly affected my hands, my fingers, and I would scratch until it reached a stage where they got festered and inflamed, till one time there was even pus coming from them. So now it's December, coming from December, beginning of January. It actually started in December, so it's around that time again, and it started up again. I've been to doctors. I was referred to dermatologists. I went as far as to the Chest Hospital in Kingston, and I started a series of treatment there. And you do all of that with your own remedy and everything just the same. And I was referred even to do a skin graft, holy for something. See, I got loads of tests to do, this test to do that test, so much things to do, and anybody will know about dermatology and skin business knows that it's not cheap. So as a result of that, I still have, see, I even have prescription put on repeated prescription that I have to do. So, it's not a bed of rose. It's not pretty. I'm actually trying to look for that clinic card that I got to visit the clinic over in Kingston. I'm not seeing it right here, but trust me. I've been back and forth from the doctors, medication, all of something, prescription. Some of them, honestly, still have them on repeat. And see, this is another one again on repeat that I can always go and fill out when this thing. So for sure, it's an ongoing thing where this eczema is concerned. It's ongoing. It's not finished. It's not done. Prayed about it. Ask God for my healing. Still believe in Him, because trust me, I have to use my hands. I'm going to show you. I have to use my hands, and as a result of that, sometimes it even makes me cry because it's bad, it's horrible. Okay, so I'm going to show you so you can see my hands. So it affects my fingers, and I have to scratch. Sometimes I use hard things. Can you see them? And when they're like this, they sore. They scratch and they sore. So this is how they are. See? Scratch and sore. So there are times when I can't do anything, I can't lift anything, I can't wash, I can't even shower myself, can't even bathe my own body. As I'm talking to you now from morning, I haven't even bathed the baby, but I'm going to do it. Normally, when I'm like this, I do everything in gloves. I have to use gloves. and it's a specific type of gloves that I use. It has to be non-latex. I can't use the gloves that has in the powder, because that powder goes inside these cracks, because some of them are cracked open. Let me see if I can show you. Look, like on this finger you can see it's cracked open. So when they are like that, the powder from the gloves would go down into them and would cause more damage. So what I do, I go to the pharmacy and I will get myself a box of non-latex, and that's the glove that I will use. But honestly, sometimes I do run out and end up have to use other gloves, and even though I try to prevent it, but it's hard at times, to keep up with certain things, because when you reach them stage here, them something are very expensive. So as a result of that, this has to be my body wash, which is Dermacill body wash. So I have to use Dermacill. Along with this, if you cannot afford the Dermacill, because most likely people from abroad would bring me these. Like my mother, she would get me loads of derma products, derma medications that I can use to shower with and all of that. But if you can't buy this one, you can use the Dove, anything in Dove. I mean body wash, and the Dove bath soap. You can use that as well. This is for my bathing. I use this to bathe. One second. Go and look at the cream. Okay, so that's the Dermacell body wash. And as I said, if you can't afford this one, you can always get the Dove. That's very good too, because what it does is it does not dry out your body, and when you shower with it, it leaves your body moist. It don't make you feel dried. You have this slippery kind of feeling, so it keeps your body moist, because the drier your body is the more problem you have, and the itchy it's going to get. So that is the body wash. Then I have the Dermacill cream. So this cream is a moisturizing lotion, and it's for eczema relief. Though it does not do everything for me, because I have to use other stuff. I'm gonna talk you through all of them, but I will use it because what it does, I'll show you. You see my hands are dry, so what it does is when I cream my hands,
Mom?
I'm gonna watch the tablet. Shh, mommy doing something.
No.
Shh, quiet. What it does is, you can see it leaves my hands moist, so it's not dry again. It's not that dry. So as you can see, it will moist the hands. Now this, I have to do it as soon as it dries off. I have to moist it again, so I have to always keep my skin moist. So for those of you who have eczema, it's very expensive to take care of. There's another cream that I mainly use. I'm gonna get that one. My husband will buy that one this evening when he's coming. That one is sold over the counter. It's called, I have a container though that it comes in, aqueous and glycerin. That also is a very good cream. When you rub it on, it leaves your skin moist. It's not dried out. So that's the Dermacill cream, and that's the Dermacill body wash. So these two I have. All right, then I have this healing ointment by Equate Beauty. Also, I'll use this is sort of a more oil based product. It's more oily, so it looks like Vaseline. Yeah, it's more oily, so I'll use this one as well, which is very good. Also, my mom brought me this the other day. As you can see, it says Diabetics Lotion, but the reason why I use it is because down here it says dry skin therapy. So because as much as I don't have diabetic, but because it says dry skin therapy, I use it. So anything at all that can help to alleviate the dryness of my skin, I will use it. I won't leave out the good old olive oil, because with this I went and I made my own lotion, which is, see, even the Palmolive, I finished this is empty. I done it. These things don't last me because I have to moist my hands. I moist my hands more than 20 times for the day. I have to keep it moist. So I have already finished this, but inside this I got aloe vera, and I blended the aloe vera and I poured some olive oil in it. So the olive oil with the aloe vera, I blended them both together, and that's what's in this container. I'll show you what it looks like. So it's like this. It's like that. You can see? And it too, when I rub it, it also gives me a moist. Don't worry about all of what's going on there. And believe you me, I need them, because my hands, as you see me rubbing them right now, they're tender and they're paining me. It comes with pain because they normally give me some little tablets. I forgot the name of them now, that they give me that can alleviate the pain that they give. They do pain. They are very painful. So this is the aloe vera and the olive oil. I put the olive oil in it so that it can leave a bit of moisture as well, because the olive vera on its own, when it's dried, it's dry. So I use the aloe vera I use the olive oil to give it a bit of moisture as well. Okay, when I'm having my bath, I always put a little baking soda in the hot water along with a tip of salt, and I use that to bath, you know. So that too is how I will take my bath. I will tip the baking soda. Stop it, Jose. I will tip the baking soda inside the water. I'm going to slap you. Tip the baking soda in the water with a pinch of salt. That's warm water, and I will bath. I take my bath with it, and I'll soak my hands in it, you know. So just to give you an insight as to what happens, that no matter the age, that's what I came to learn from my dermatologist, that doesn't matter the age, you can still contract eczema. And that's what I've been suffering with, and it happens like every year around a specific time. For me, it mostly flares up in December. You know, it flares up in December, and I have to just get serious on it and start to use all what I can use and all that I can find, so as to not allow it to go back to where it was before. Because as I said, where it was before, it reached a stage where you saw pus coming out of my fingers. I have that photo that I show a lot of people. I've shown it to already. Pus comes out of the finger, and it's really, really bad. When I say bad, I cannot do anything. I can't take off my clothes to shower. I can't soap up the rug to shower, because everything that I touch, even the water, will burn my fingers, you know. And as I said, I have to use specific gloves. So everything that I'm doing, I have to use gloves. And even when it's not infected, I should be using gloves. But honestly, you know, we're disobedient at times. So once me get rid of it, me forget about it and just start do everything as normal, same way, which that's not supposed to happen. What's supposed to happen is that I'm supposed to be using gloves to do specific work like cleaning, washing off dishes and all of that, because then the chemicals that I'm using for cleaning and what I use is soaps, different type of soaps and stuff to wash and to do the dishes. They are not all of them are good for the skin. You know, sometimes some of them having some stuff in it that is not good for you. So as a result of that, you know, I get relaxed and I start to just use my bare hands. So I'm going to try my utmost best to stick to the gloves when I'm doing anything, and you know, try to keep my hands as moist as possible. It would take over my neck as well. I remember last year it did my neck really, really bad, but as a result, it's just like penetrating my hands this time, my fingers, and I'm really glad that it's not going over onto my neck and all of that, you know. Very happy because people, for those of you who had it or know about it, it's not pretty, especially when the itching start. I have to get something very coarse. I normally use a brand new Scotch Brite, or I will use a washing brush or something, yes, to scratch, because it's scratch. When I scratch it, I feel it to my heart. That is how bad it is, you know. And it's nice when you're scratching it, but then when you're finished, you have the result to live with, which is the bruises and the cuts, the pain, because it does pain, the stiffness. When the finger gets stiff, if I even open it too wide, it will just burst open. That is how bad it gets, because it gets really stiff. And then, like, if I open it up too much, then it cracks because it's very stiff. So just a heads up to let you know that eczema can get eczema at any age, but what you normally would do is try to use your gloves if you have to do your house chores, and stick to non-latex gloves, because as for me, the powdered gloves is another problem. It affects the eczema, it triggers the eczema, and it itches and it burns and all of that. So, you know, just stick. Again, I'm going to show you what I use, some of the stuff that I use, you know. Anything, these equate stuffs are very good. And you know, Dermacell, anything with derma is for dermatology. Derma is for your skin and eczema and any rashes and anything like that. So I will use these stuff to help me. Mommy. You know, my very good friend brought this from abroad for me when she went away the other day, because yeah, they are aware of me and my skin problem. Mommy. So bless up, Shani. Thank you very much for this cream. It's been very helpful. You see me barely I take time use it, because these, as much as you see here, is very expensive. Anything in dermo is very, very expensive. So when somebody come from foreign and bring you one little tube, you cherish it, because trust me, like me, I know the value of it. And you know, all these are just some of the stuff that I use to help me in my daily goings. This don't come out of my work bag, and this don't come out of my work bag. I use those constantly at work, and everybody know the good old olive oil is used for everything, every purpose you have. You can always depend on a little olive oil for it and stuff. So you know, just sharing my eczema experience and how I've been treating it and how I've been going through it. There's also another cream by the name of Dermavate. That is also very good. They give me DPH tablets. So much tablets. I don't remember the name of some of them right now. That they also give me for itching that I take at night time. I actually need to go back to see the doctors now, because I'm out of those tablets. So I need to go and get those tablets that I can take in the night to help the itching, because it's mostly nighttime. You see, during the day, it's okay, but you see, once in the night, it itches real bad. Mommy. At night, it's very. I can't see his face. Yes. It itches real bad at nights, so I'll have to get some of those tablets so that I can ease off of some of the itching. But yeah, you know, it's very bad. It's really, really bad. And just sharing, you know, a bit of my eczema experience with you. I hope it was helpful. Do remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for daily uploads, you know, daily videos, or as I drop something, you will see. I hope this was helpful or is helpful to someone, and keep safe. Until next time, bye for now.